Well, Christmas is over and we're back to the grindstone. So we mentioned about the clutch on the old Trials car. So we've had the engine out and we fixed that. Luckily, Paul Smith makes a new clutch plate, which is really good. The original one has not got that much wrong with it, but it's about half the thickness of this one. And the other thing that happened was, because there's this old lining, I just glued it on with araldite to get it done, because I'm a great believer in getting the cars done. You can always take them to bits once you've had them done. Anyway, that's what we did. We took it to bits. I sent the clutch off to a proper firm who fitted the new line into both sides, so it's had two new ones of them. With Paul Smith's clutch plate. This is another one because I bought two. So that's it. Anyway, since then we went for a trip to Stony Stratford on New Year's Day with Suzi, who's turned out to be a lovely girl and a great friend. She gets me well and truly organised, and she actually looks after me, which is very nice. Makes sure that I don't get cold and insists that I put another jacket on and everything, which is all very nice. And it's nice being with a young woman who can jump in and out the car twice as good as I can. So anyway, so that's all good news. Obviously Christmas I ain't mad about. So my granddaughter bought me this, which just about sums up New Year, Christmas as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, so I came down the garage and I worked all the time. Did all them jobs that you think, oh, I must do that, but you never get round to. The bottom drawer of my toolbox has been sticking for years, and I thought, I've got to take that to bits. So I did that. So I did a few good jobs and I had a real right clear up ready for coming back to work. So I'm knocked out. But I couldn't believe how many people were at Stony Stratford. There were classic cars, vintage cars. I met young Robert Hummerstone, who I'm absolutely in awe of this young man, because I've known him for a few years now, because the National Autocycle Club come here for their AGM, and they also have a camping weekend here, which is good fun because they're lovely people. You can't be flash with a moped. So they're all, there's no flash people, they're all lovely people. But young Robert obviously could see perfectly. And he was a smashing bloke, and he's obviously into tech, because our central heating system wasn't working properly, and I said, oh, that's a good job you're here, Robert. And old Robert got on it, and before you know where we are, he got hot water and goodness knows what. So I know him quite well. Anyway, apparently he was on a rally with his dad, and he said, cool, it's foggy, isn't it? And his dad said, what are you talking about? He said, well, it's really foggy. He said, it ain't foggy, son. And it turned out that young Robert was going blind, which is very upsetting, But anyway, what a smashing bloke. Coped with it fabulously. He still comes to the AGM and he comes to the camping weekend, but luckily he is a high-tech bloke. So he's got the phone that talks to him, the watch that talks to him, the computer that does everything. He's really into it. And if it's any good for somebody who's blind, Robert's got it. So that's why I was being very casual with him and saying, oh, he can't see. Well, he can't see, but he knows me well enough for me to be able to say that, and good old Robert, he's a smashing bloke. He actually introduced me to he bought a Bond bug, and he said to me, have a go up the road in it, Ivan. I think you'll be surprised. And I did have a go up the road in this Bond bug, and I'll tell you what, I was really surprised at how good it actually was. Mind you, I love three-wheelers anyway, but having one wheel in the front is a bit dodgy. But I drove it sensibly, and I thought it was a smashing little car. I don't know whether he still got it, but the three-wheeler BSA that they were in is actually Robert's. But obviously his dad, Alan, drives it. And, it was great to see him there on New Year's Day anyway. And old Suzi was a miracle. She would insist that I put a skiing jacket on under my waterproof jacket. So I thought, oh God, I'll just humour her. And I put it on, and I tell you what, I couldn't believe how good it was. I'm going to have to get one. It was a little skinny jacket. Obviously being a girl, it was a bit smaller than mine would have been, but it worked like a charm. The car, the new clutch is fantastic. So that's going to make a big difference. And I also took the front axle off, and John made up a couple of wedges brakes and we increased the caster on the front axle. Anyway, we did about 30 miles to Stony Stratford and it was buzzing along at 3,000 revs. I have to hold off. If you put your foot down, it would just go on until it went bang, I think. So 30 miles an hour, I mean, 3,000 revs, I reckon, is about 15 miles an hour per 1,000. So I was bowling along very nicely, about 30 miles there, 30 miles back, didn't miss a beat. And of course this is standing us all in good stead for the next trial, which we're entered for. We booked the hotel, or Suzi's booked the hotel. She's so good to be able to have an entertainments manager to look after me. But anyway, there we are. So Christmas is over. We're going to have a go. Don't forget to subscribe. And Tanya's here, good as ever. And I'm probably working upon doing the full story, as I always say, the full SP, on the red car. I'm starting to sort out the pictures of it and pictures of the racing and what have you. But anyway, we'll do something on the red car. We're going to do the trial. And that's it really. We're going to go off to Italy for a rally. And I've been invited to Goodwood for the members meeting with the Hall of Scott. But I don't know whether I'll do it. We'll see. Anyway, good luck to everybody. Have a happy new year. And let's hope we soon get ourselves out of all this aggravation because I'm sick to death of hearing bad news.
Hello, I'm a friend of Ivan's.
Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you. Is this yours?
Yes, actually, but my father's the driver.
Okay. You can't see.
I'm totally blind.
I can remember him when he could see though.
Yeah, well, that was only about 6 years ago.
It wasn't long ago, was it? No. No, these are, National Auto Cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They come every year to the...
I'm Ivan's camera lady today.
Are you?
They come every day to the camping weekend at the farm.
That's cool, isn't it?
Actually, I don't think that is a proper one. That's made from a Derby Bentley, I think. Early Triumph 500. Oh, John, I like that. Solid rear end. Because it hasn't got the wire wheels and it hasn't got the scoops on the bonnet.
Oh. Yeah, we did, and then we went round the block.
Overhead now conversion, so they used to put a new head on it and valves in it, you know. You know the man who was talking to me, he said he'd come and he snatched their cat, I think it's that.
Oh, is it that?
And it's not a Rolls or a Bentley. I
Yeah.
can't mention what it is. It's actually in the 20s. It's not Edwardian, but I think it's quite a special car.
Oh, what, you want to buy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I have to sell this in
Got
order
it.
to do it.
Got it.
And I hope it's not sold. You know, if I can't get my price up, then I'll have to keep it. And then I'll have to pass the other one.
Yeah.
But the fact is, I paid 139,500.
Yeah.
If I can get that, it goes. But I can't sell it for
I
less.
think you'll find it the worst time in the history of the world to sell a car at the
Well,
moment.
this is a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Yes. So anyway, if I can't get a buy, then I'll just have to keep.
Yeah.
I'll take it it to Bicester next weekend again when I get exposure.
There's left-hand drive. It is real. It's a CSX.
Is yours left-hand drive?
Oh, mine's right-hand drive.
Yeah.
It's the same size engine, 289.
I was expecting this because it's just a little bit crabbier, isn't it?
Mine's really crabby.
But that'd get your eye in, darling.
No, it's different. Oh, the steering wheel's different too. Don't know.
Yes, that's some work done on that.
Yeah.
3, 5, 6.
What's this Bentley?
Now that's a proper car, that. See the front axle and everything.
Well, this is one of the things that Tom recommended. This La Legenda. That's one of Tom's
Rallies?
rallies. Yeah.
Ah.
This one.
They have all those mini meets in Cowley. You can get the mini out to one of those.
Yeah, that's got a modern engine in it. You could go somewhere every weekend if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's 100 odd years old, and it goes along at 50 miles an hour like the car.
What size engine? 1100. You're going to start?
Yeah, I'm going to go over.
Thank you. Ivan, I think you need the other hat on.
Yes, I'm going to do that, my dear.
Sorry? What?
Trial.
Oh, Exmoor.
Excellent.
And the beginning of February.
Oh, it'll be cold down there.
Well, we'll have
It's
the layers
cold
on.
down there in the middle of the summer, isn't
We
it?
did one in the Lake District in November, 18 degrees.
Yeah?
Lovely. Right, I'm going to video